it's getting late. Got it all, babe, save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me, I'm yours if you'll let me. Got it all, babe, save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me, I'm yours if you let go. Boy, loving is a safe card, you don't have to play hard. Love and let go. Boy, you don't have to play smart, we can take it slow, you know it. Every time is a blessing and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart, we can take it slow, you know it. Go ahead and tell your friends, talk it out but it won't end. You are never true to heart, you need me when it's getting dark. Got it all, babe, save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me, I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe, save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me, I'm yours if you let go. Boy, loving is a safe card, you don't have to play hard. Love and let go. Boy, you don't have to play smart, we can take it slow, you know it. Every time is a blessing and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart, we can take it slow, you know it. If you let go, boy, loving is a safe card, you don't have to play hard. You love and let go, boy, you don't have to play smart, we can take it slow, you know it. Every time is a blessing and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart, we can take it slow, you know it.
Nothing ever comes to me, yeah, in a steady stream. But you gotta keep on going, you gotta live that dream. I know I ain't supposed to feel it, but oh how it feels. Nothing ever comes to me, yeah, in a steady stream. But you gotta keep on going, you gotta live that dream. I know I ain't supposed to feel it, but oh how it feels.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Apple Mountain Valley. This is episode 7 of the City Skylines series by yours truly, Design Candy. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Man, oh man, look at this view. We always got to start off with some like crazy view. This is it, man. Okay, now first off, I just got a comment on Reddit that said, why in the world would you do a lighthouse by or a lighthouse in front of a lake? Now, I don't know if that's legit or not. Let me know in the comment section if this is even possible. I just like the aesthetic look of it. It looks super cool. So that's why I did a lighthouse in front of a lake. But I actually really love how this lake turned out, as you can see in the time lapse, or maybe not. Maybe I cut it out. I don't know. But this lake took me 6 or 7 tries. I mean, empty it, put it back in, empty it, put the water back in, empty it again, put the water back in, raise the water level. And so let's check out actually what makes up this lake and what's surrounding it. It was really fun to create this and to give this cool look and kind of add to this map, right? So we have the big bodies of water here and then a little river here, where that's where the airport's going to be later down the line when we build our big downtown and have the demand for it. But creating just a little river in here and then another river to extend all the way out to the other big river on the other side of the map. And so having just this lake here, the lake doesn't connect to anything yet. I might have a little canal or something here, haven't decided yet, but just having this cool lake here. And I kind of imagine, like, if you're waiting over at the hospital, which we'll get into in a minute, and you need to go on a walk or whatever, you can come over to this lake and it'll be, calming and peaceful. And, you can just take a stroll around this whole lake and this cool path around and enjoy the scenery, or come over to the, drive or walk over to the lighthouse and really catch the cool glimpse of the mountain view and all that kind of fun stuff. And so I still have a little work to do with these paths. They're not quite right? Because see how they kind of slope weird, and even like that's super dangerous. And so we'll go back and fix a lot of this, but it turned out really cool. I'm really happy about what, the way this looks. It looks really cool. And so let's kind of overview what we did here. Last episode, if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. It's in the playlist. It should be to the right of these videos. If not, check out my channel, or in the description below, I will link the last episode, because it's very important that you watch that to understand what we're doing next. So last episode, we went and made this big downtown area, and it's a big hit. You guys love this episode. Just having all the, all the industrial and all that kind of stuff. A couple things though, people really didn't like this building, which was interesting. I know it's tall, right? And so if you look at the overall, dimensions of the city and the tallness of the buildings of the city, until we get to our downtown area, this looks super random. But I promise you, a lot of office parks have taller buildings. And so I kind of wanted this to be the flagship building of the office park, right? And so whatever company that is, hey, it might be the Design Candy company, you never know. But whatever company owns that building, they have they're the centerpiece of this whole area. And so I do want to keep that. I do see you guys' concerns and see your feedback, but I did that on purpose for a reason. And so, I really like how that turned out. And so, that was last episode. Check that out. And now this episode, we made the hospital campus. And man, this turned out really cool. A lot of foliage everywhere, parking lots, parking garages. I'm going to go back and actually add the cars to these parking garages just to give it another dimension. But, having these parking lots is not a Design Candy episode until we have parking lots. But I really wanted to go in depth and detail, what that would look like driving into the parking garage, and having some barriers here, and the trees with the rocks in them, and going this way on that street, and you would drive in through there, and just go the extra mile with detail. And so there's this really cool hospital assets on the Steam Workshop, link in the description as well, or 2 come so you guys can see my workshop collection in the Steam workshop, so you guys can always download the same stuff that I use. But these hospitals came out really, really well, and so I wanted to use these two buildings here and then these two buildings there. These are the same buildings, but typically in a hospital campus you do have one or two of the same type of hospital close to each other, and so in theory there would be like a little walkway or something. Obviously we can't do that, but you know how that works. And then we have, you know, just these cool assets here to add more buildings to that hospital that overlook, you know, that lake view. And so if you're like up here, you know, or in a room right there, you just have this awesome view of the mountains in the background. I mean, that would be super calming. You know, people that are sick and have to be in a hospital, you know, kind of creating the story of, you know, they can look out their window and kind of have this calming piece of view, and, you know, having the walkways here that connect to that whole river and lake, so you can walk anywhere through here and really, you know, just go on a walk, go on a run, go on a bike ride or whatever. And then we had the children's hospital, and so that was a really cool asset that I found in the Steam workshop. And so, you know, just add to the theme and having children's hospital on the same campus as these other major hospitals. So they turned out really, really well, and I'm really excited moving forward on the buildings and assets that, you know, we have available. And so next we'll move on over to the start of what really is the downtown area. And so now you're going to start seeing buildings with different heights. And so we're going to start building tall, and in future episodes we're going to go more in depth, and it's going to be pretty much a project by project base. And so, you know, we're going to build the big metropolitan train station with the trams and the subways and the buses and all that kind of stuff probably here at the edge here. But all this is going to be high density and high traffic. And so, you know, we're going to go by and edit these highways. I did put these highways down just for a placement in the last episode, but we'll edit these and add, you know, express lanes. And, you know, there's going to be a train that, you know, tram actually that runs on the side of this, and, you know, multiple exits to get into this downtown district. We'll have multiple tall buildings here, aligning this river here. There's already a street aligning it, and so we're going to continue with that and edit the street, maybe add like a little walkway or path. And so it's going to be really fun there. But if you look at these buildings, it's the start of our high density. And so these are really cool. Like, they have these cool assets that I downloaded. They're not the Brooklyn pack, even though I do think that I'll utilize the Brooklyn pack in some way. I haven't decided yet. But these assets are really cool. And so, you know, they're like commercial buildings, and then you have the bridge across the river. And then behind the commercial buildings, you have these old school, like, loft type of buildings, apartment buildings. And those just line perfectly. And so now you can start seeing the height that's coming into the city. And there's really cool perspectives of, you know, let me get right here so you guys can kind of see how actual tall these guys are. And so, oh, there goes one that burnt down. But I mean, like, these are just rows and rows of buildings. And so we'll go in and decal, add some trees and that kind of thing, as you guys can kind of see in the back there. And so yeah, that's the start of it. I'm thinking more of a grid like structure for this downtown. We will do a diagonal grid once we get closer to this tip here. And so my line of reference point is probably right there in the middle. And so there'll be diagonal streets that flow right in there, just like that. And then one street in the middle, we're going to make like a mall. I live in Denver, Colorado, so they have a mall called 16th Street Mall downtown. We're going to try to emulate that. So that's coming. Look out for that. And then last but not least, we have this cool, like, off the side, high density area, you know, kind of, again, the start of the downtown density. And so you have these really cool condos mixed in with these buildings here, but you're going to have these cool condos here, and, you know, they're going to overlook the city, and the big skyline there. And so these are going to be kind of the cheaper, you know, neighborhood, like the first neighborhood to get the tall buildings. And so as the simulation progresses, these are going to become the older type buildings, but it has a little bit of those old school buildings mixed in. And then we have this cool Target mixed with some other retail development. And so we have this cool Taco Bell, this gas station, added, you know, some light decals. I didn't go really really far in depth yet. I'll come back and kind of detail this area a little bit more, but you know, you have this cool Target with a smaller parking lot. It's not like a super Target, just like a small a small Target right off the highway. And so I'm really big on getting buildings off the highway, but you know, this new interchange that we built here, and so you exit off of there and then, you know, either work here or go straight to the hospital district. And so yeah, like I said, this is a quick episode, but this city, let me say, this city is really coming along. It really is. And so just from like episode 1, I know I say this probably every episode, but it just blows my mind from episode 0 to 1 all the way to the episode that we're on now, to see just how much this city is filled in, and then the plans that we have for it to fill in even more. And so, you know, I'm just constantly thinking of different things to do. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are really, really, really cool. Shout out to all the people that are on the comments from last episode. Just shout out to that guy for making these assets that I use, including the Kroger's and, you know, the different stores that I've been using in the city. And so, you know, big props to that dude, because man, I know how much time and work that takes, and everything looks amazing. But, you know, I'm just really excited about the direction that we're headed. Really excited to introduce some new content on this channel, Design Candy. Look out for like some Planet Coaster and some Sims and all that fun stuff. And so really appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now. If you like what you see in this episode and other episodes, go ahead and hit that like button. And once again, thank you for checking out the channel and being, you know, shout out to all the loyal subscribers that I have now. I think I'm up to like 300. Hopefully one day I'll look back to this video and go, man, only 300, but I'm only around 300 subscribers. And so, you know, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Next episode, I really don't know yet. I honestly can't say. I want to drop one either this weekend or early next week, hopefully this weekend, but it's going to be the start of the downtown area. And so I'm really itching. And so I think the time is now to start fleshing out what this looks like. Probably redo this highway, make it a little bit more straight and more legitimate. And then, you know, never know, start on those grids and those downtown districts and maybe plop the tall buildings. And so that's what I'm envisioning for the next episode. So anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. Again, subscribe if you like the video. Give me a thumbs up, comment, tell me what I should do if you don't like anything. We're not going to name anything this episode, but if you guys have name suggestions really fast for this hospital district or the office park, I got a couple. One guy said he didn't want me to name anything if I kept the spiral building, and so that was interesting. But let me know what to name this stuff, guys. I really, really love your suggestions. In the next episode, we'll give some shout outs and put your comments on the screen, and so that's going to be really fun. But again, thank you for checking out my channel. This is your boy Design Candy signing out, and I'm going to leave you with some candy. Enjoy.